gotta close my window when I'm recording because LA don't know how to be quiet. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jackie. Oh, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I wanted to put together a list of products that I really kind of felt like are not getting enough shine here on YouTube and in the beauty community in general. Some of the products are on the lower end, some of the products are on the kind of mid-range, higher end, but it's really all over the place and just some products that I really feel exceptionally deliver. So the first product that I want to talk about in really no particular order is the Magnolia Makeup Soul Glow. This stuff, everybody that's been looking for the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow Highlighter, if you didn't find it, you need to go to magnolia.com. You need to go to magnoliamakeup.com. I will put the links down below immediately and pick up some Soul Glow. This is the most gorgeous golden highlight. I have been using this for almost a year now. Haven't even put a dent in this bottle. Like, look how much product I have left. That's the beauty of pigments and powder products like that, because they last so long. You get so much product, and I can't tell you the price. I don't remember what the price was, but I will definitely put links on how you can purchase that down below. Such an amazing product. They have Glow, which is a little bit on the lighter side for your medium complexions, and Soul Glow on dark skin, honey, is going to look amazing on you. Looks exactly identical to the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. Will probably, it costs a fourth of that, and it will probably last you a hell of a lot longer. Not to knock the one from Bobbi Brown, because I do like that one, but I'm just saying, if you're scrambling around and you can't find that one, get you some Soul Glow. Such an amazing product that's been doing amazing for me all year round. The next product that I want to talk about is from Black Opal, their Flawless Stick Concealer. If you guys watch my videos, if you guys follow me on any other social media outlets, you guys know I'm a real life stand for this concealer. I have fallen in love with the shade range. One of the things that stands out for me about concealers is the shades. Like, do the shades, are they too pink? Are they too yellow? This is the perfect golden color concealer. It glides on amazingly. The coverage is perfect. It's not too heavy. It blends nicely. I just love it. Like, when I go to the store, I buy these 3 or 4 at a time. Like, that's how serious it is. I love this concealer, and I just love the way that it just gives a glow to the skin. Now, obviously, this is not going to be everyone's shade. The shade that I use is Toast. They're so pretty. I love the way they perform, and my favorite is probably the shade. It's the most, like, one of the most unique concealers that I own, and they're so pretty. I have tried Black Opal foundations, but the concealer for me just really does it, and I can't even, I've lost count of how many of these I've purchased this year because they're so amazing and I use them so much. While we are on the topic of Black owned brands, because you guys know that I'm very pro like Black owned brands, or at least companies that cater to black skin, Black Up Cosmetics has been doing everything my heart desires this year. Everything from their foundations to their blushes, which I'm going to get into later. But these loose powders, Black Up's loose powders are my favorite loose powders that I've been using from this year. I started using their products in the spring. They sent me a huge box of all their stuff. Was absolutely blown away at how impressive this line was. This line is a little bit expensive, and I know that some people didn't really like that, but guys, think about it. Think of how much we pay for NARS. Think of how much we pay for Chanel foundations, Laura Mercier. Why is it that when we have a company that's for us, we get scared and hesitant? Their stuff is amazing, and the only thing that I would say, it's kind of inconvenient because you do have to order online. However, they do have options where you can order samples, try out the samples first, and then you can find your foundation shades as well. And so once you get your foundation shade, they actually have like a shade guide that will tell you like what powders you can use, what concealers, and it's actually pretty accurate because I've ordered on the website and utilized the shade finder myself. And also, it doesn't hurt to just reach out to customer service and just ask them. They always are willing to answer questions about stuff like that. I know several of my followers have said that they've reached out to customer service looking for shade help, and they were able to get the help that they were looking for. But these powders, like, honestly, I'm so surprised that I don't have more stuff from Black Up on this list, because I am so highly impressed and taken aback by how amazing their products are. Good quality products. My favorite this year is probably the powder, even though I do love the foundations, because I love the coverage of the powders. I was like, for years I was using the Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC. That was like the only powder. That was like my holy grail. I don't even buy that anymore. Like, these are so bomb. The coverage is amazing. They glide like silk. They do not look cakey, and they're just so pretty. I went back and bought all the shades for my kit. They do have a pro discount, you guys. So if you're a professional makeup artist and you have the credentials to prove it, you can get you some 40% off, honey, and start making all of your clients looking just as flawless as you, okay? Because nothing quite says I'm a shady makeup artist by making your clients look more basic than you. Big ups to all my black up. But seriously, I love these. Oh my God, I love these. I wish they came in all shades. Like, I wish this was a full range of products, even though I do think we could use the love. So I'm so glad that they have something just for us. But I mean, it would be great to have everything in my kit, but you know, this is just fine for me. I'm just fine with the dark shades. They're beautiful, they're amazing. And since we're on the topic of Black Up, my favorite blushes from this year are also from Black Up. I love the pigmentation of them. They just look so beautiful, so smooth. I compare them a lot to Bobbi Brown's blushes simply because they're a bit more forgiving. So they're not going to be as pigmented as like a NARS blush or like a La Femme blush, for example. I was using La Femme for a while, but you get the color payoff without it looking too overpowering. I'm actually wearing number 12 now. My favorite this year has been number 12, especially right now because it's winter fall, and it's like the perfect raspberry color. It looks amazing with my red lips. It looks amazing with looks like this. It's just like the epitome of like a sexy, beautiful blush, like flushed look. I'm at a loss for words. That's how beautiful these blushes are. Amazing blushes. They're so pretty. I went back and bought, they sent me 2 when I first started reviewing Black Up. No, actually they sent me like 3 blushes, and I went back and I bought like 3 more. I went and bought the exact same shades I have for me. I went back and doubled them, bought them for my kit. And when I'm buying something for my kit, you know it's real. Like, that's how much I really like something. So everything from Black Up I really like. Next on my list is to try the 2-way cake powder. That's not on this list today, but I really want to try the 2-way cake powder. If you guys have tried that, let me know what you think. Another line that's doing amazing things, this line is from Trinidad. I started reviewing them at the beginning, actually around the same time I started trying Black Up. I started using Sasha Cosmetics. They are so off the chain. I love the fact that they have like every skin color imaginable for dark skin. I love that it's long wearing, high quality makeup. But the one thing that blew me out of the water has been this Sasha Buttercup. It is so hard finding powders that don't look chalky, that don't look dusty on dark skin, especially when you're using it under the eyes. You just really have to be careful in that area. Oh my God. Now, naturally, because it's a yellow powder, when this powder first came out in the summer, everyone was wondering how it compares to Ben Nye Banana Powder. Ben Nye who? Compare this? Really? I love the Ben Nye Banana Powder. Don't get me wrong, because I've used it in my videos too. But this is like literally the most buttery, creamy powder that I've ever used. Like, it just glides on so smooth. When they ran out of this stuff, I'm still on my first bottle of this, mind you. But when they ran out of this stuff, when they were sold out on the website, you would have thought I was waiting, like I was on the, you would have thought I was on the heart transplant list. Like, that's how serious it was for me. That's not a funny topic, but like, I was really like mad, like, what? And I wasn't even nowhere, mind you, I wasn't even nowhere near done with mine, okay? But that's how bad I was just like, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. I love this powder. And I was just like really ready to go and get some more for my kit. And then it was sold out, but luckily they got back in stock and I got 4 more. Actually, my girl April hooked me up with 4 more. She's very sweet. April from April of Pro Makeup Academy. That's the other retailer that sells them here in California. FYI, if you live here and you're looking for Sasha stuff and you can't find it on their website, April Love Pro has them in San Gabriel Valley. Okay, boom. Enough about powders. I want to talk about the Stila Stay All Day Foundation, only because when I started using this one, I actually had never heard of it. And there have been a few, I guess, YouTubers that have reviewed this foundation, but I really kind of feel like it's one of those that gets overlooked. The only thing I do wish they could work, maybe add just maybe 2 or 3 more deeper shades. But this foundation is amazing. But this foundation is so insanely perfect. It's like, I could not ask for a foundation that delivers more than this one does. I hardly ever have to blot when I'm wearing foundation. That's probably my favorite part. It is a long wearing, stay all day. It lives up to its name. And I am quite impressed with the amount of shades they do have, although I do think that they can work on it, but I want to give them credit for the ones that they do offer. And the fact that it comes with a concealer is like, I mean, really? Like, we just have to knock it out of the park and shut every other foundation down, or what? No, but seriously, this is my foundation, my favorite foundation this year. And to be completely honest with you, I've been using this foundation for less than a month. This is the best one I've tried this year. Definitely going to continue buying this one and using it. And that's how much confidence I have in this foundation, even though it's been less than a month I've been using it. It blows everything else out the water. So it's not the only one that I use, but when I need to look on point all day with minimal touch-ups, I'm reaching for this. Just saying. There's been some other ones that I really, really like that perform well, but nothing as good as that one. So I'm sticking with that one. So one of my favorite brushes, actually it's been my favorite brush for a couple years now, since we're talking about foundations, has been the e.l.f. $3 blending brush. e.l.f. is the real MVP for this. The real MVP, because $3? Really? Now, I know some people have brought this brush and said it's crappy, it sheds, and when people say that, I really just want to side eye them. Like, it's $3. What do you expect? But the way that I kind of look at it is like, for $3, this brush really, really performs exceptionally well. It blends the foundation like a dream. It's so incredibly soft. I can just get the amazing coverage with this brush. It builds really well. Out of all the brushes that I've had, I think I've only had to toss maybe 2 out of the 5 that I've purchased total. So yeah, that's kind of approaching half, but like I said, it's a $3 brush. Like, you can't expect a lot from a $3 brush, but the fact that this brush performs the way that it does is well worth the replacement fee, okay? Now, some people might argue that it's better to invest in higher end brushes, which I do agree with, but the point that I'm saying is this is a brush that is seriously underrated. I thought for sure a lot more people would be talking about this brush and using it, but apparently it's like still one of my little secrets. I'm okay with that. I'm not complaining. As long as this bad boy is in stock when I go to the store, I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my brush, whether y'all like it or not. This year, the award for my favorite lipsticks has to go to Fashion Fair. Fashion Fair is #winning all the way. With these, okay, the color payoff, first of all, let's just look at the stats, okay? Color payoff, check. Creamy, moisturizing, check, check. They don't bleed, they don't get sticky, they don't dry your lips out. I am insanely impressed. My favorites from Fashion Fair this year, if you didn't already know from watching my videos, were Lace, which was the nude pink. I was wearing that like every other day. And then Sweet Maple, which was like the prettiest sweet, like cinnamon nude color. It's almost like a flesh tone color. It just has little specks of like gold. The most unexpected beautiful color. It almost kind of looks like a color that I would kind of see my mom wearing. And that's what I like about Fashion Fair. It's because you think it's like this motherly, matronly, old school makeup brand, but don't sleep on their lipsticks though, you guys. Their lipsticks are so pretty and they are very pigmented, and I just like the fact that they're moisturizing, because a lot of times when you have lipsticks that are moisturizing, most of the time you're sacrificing color payoff. That's just the way that lipsticks are formulated. But somehow they make it work. They're amazing. I love them. I'm so glad that they were able to, I'm so glad that I was able to partner with this brand this year. Eyeshadows are just as amazing, but I love the lipsticks more than I love anything else. So pretty. Fashion Fair, I love you. I love you, Fashion Fair. So the next product that I want to talk about is really not something that you see me using a lot in my videos, but that's only because it's another product that I've been acquainted with in the last month. Guilty. But that doesn't mean that this product still ain't the shit though. Like, don't get it twisted. These Armani eyeshadows. Y'all wasn't gonna tell me? Yeah, I was just gonna let me find out. It's okay, I'm gonna remember that. These shadows are so pigmented. They have tons of colors. And of course, it's amazing that you can actually find them at the drugstore, and you can find colors that show up on dark skin. I've done like a few tutorials, maybe like, actually my most recent tutorial was using Armani Eyeshadows. Their bronzers are really good too. But yeah, these shadows though, baby. So the last product on this list is probably going to be one of my favorites. And I will admit, many of you probably won't agree with me. And many of you probably are not going to be here for this right now. But Naked 2 Basics did everything. Like, was just the sun, the moon, and the stars for me this year. Like, I reach for this palette every other day. When I'm not doing anything else, every other day. It is the epitome of a perfect basic palette. I like that it's small. I put this in your purse, put this in your travel size bag. I would use this palette like seriously every other day. It is my favorite everyday neutral, going to work, smoky eye, going to the grocery store when you just want to look fa la la la, whatever. I don't know, like I love neutrals. I do love neutrals. I can't help it. I know that when I first started YouTube, I was here for all the color, the bang. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, but these neutral palettes really just do it for me. I'm always looking for the next best thing. So when this came out in the summer, I mean, I liked it when I saw it, but I didn't realize that I would be an active user of it until I actually had it. And I just found myself using it every other day, And I do go back and forth between that one and the first Naked one. I do like them both. I would say I like them both equally, but the two a teensy bit more. The colors are really soft. I really feel like it's kind of mistake proof. Now, for people who really don't, maybe it's because people who don't really care for the palette just don't really see the potential in it, but I love like soft smoky looks. And when I say smoky eye, you guys, it doesn't have to be as dark and dramatic as what I have now, because this is quite a dark look, but you can smoke out your lash line with these gray colors. And I just love those type of looks for every day. And you have the black in the first palette, which is super pigmented if you really just kind of want to step it up and make your eyes really pop, especially for brown eyes. I think that's also why I like the palette so much, because I think it's great for girls with brown eyes. And I just love this palette. I picked this palette simply because I use it every single day. Brown girls were just not here for this palette this year. I don't know why. I love this palette. I'm obsessed with it. Like, I actually really like all the Naked series, but the Naked 2 Basics, I use these things so much more than I do the Naked 2 and the Naked 3 palette. And y'all know I love the Naked 2 because I did like 50 million tutorials with that palette last year. But I have to say it, the Naked Basics palette and the Naked 2 Basics, they really outdid themselves, and I really feel like it is a underrated product that I feel performs exceptionally well. So that's it, you guys. There's so many other amazing products that have come out this year. There's so many other products that I wanted to talk about. I really wanted to talk about the NYX Butter Glosses, but I couldn't because you guys all know how awesome they are, and the point of this video was to talk about products that really don't get enough shine. So I hope that this video helped shed some light on products that people aren't really talking about but are really amazing. And let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below. Thumbs up the video if you like this type of video, if you want to see more of underrated products. Maybe I can do it monthly. I don't know. This would be really fun. This is just something that I randomly thought of. And yes, I did a tutorial on this look because I know someone's going to ask. And yeah, be sure to come back and check it out when it's uploaded. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!